you would get mind fucked like you never have been before. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adeline and I'm the creator of NotSoBasic.Life, where I teach and inspire millennials to live life on their own terms where travel, lifestyle and business collide. In today's video, I'll be sharing 4 ways on how to start your side hustle whilst working full-time. Personally, I think that having multiple side hustles before my transition period has really helped. I'm going to share some of my tips with you guys. If you would like to get more tips on how to create a location-independent business and lifestyle, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Tuesday and Fridays. Without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. So personally, I think the best way to become your own boss is to start with a side hustle. Not only do you get to build your savings, which I like to refer to as a buffer income, you also get to develop and grow your skills whilst having a safety net and the security of a full-time job. I'm a realist here, so jumping heading into a business based on pure passion alone is a big no-no for me, because having to run a business while worrying whether you get to pay next month's rent is probably not the best decision and best way to run your business. And speaking from personal experience, before making the jump, I was teaching boot camp on the side every morning and also doing some influencer work on the side whilst having a full-time job, because number one, you're obviously growing your buffer income, which will make the transition period a whole lot easier. Number two is having these I suppose freelance side hustle clients will most definitely help grow your confidence in running your own business. You're probably thinking about starting your very own side hustle but don't really know where to start. Don't you worry, we're jumping right straight into it. I'll be sharing 4 tips which you can implement today to start your very own side hustle. So tip number 1 is intention and goal setting. So I hate to be breaking this to you, but starting a side hustle whilst you're working full-time is not going to be a walk in the park, and there will be sacrifices that need to be made. So when the times get tough, you would have to come back to why you're doing this, and you would need to want it bad enough to get through. This is why it is so important to get clear on the intention and understand what your goals are. Whether it is simply to make an extra pocket money, paying off a debt, or wanting to create a significant second income, which eventually allow you to be your own boss and achieve ultimate freedom. Whatever it is, you gotta know your why, because let me tell you, shit is going to get hard and you would get mind fucked like you never have been before. Alright, so tip number 2 is to find a sweet spot between your passion and your skill. I wish I could say follow your passion and the rest will sort itself out. Your passion needs to have a market and a demand for it. Otherwise, the money ain't gonna come to you. All right, so in my case, I'm a numbers nerd and I love to observe trends, behavior, and data. And how exactly does that relate to what I do? So my passion translates into analytical skills where I help businesses with their marketing plan and strategy, as well as identifying opportunities using data and market trends. And on top of that, I enjoy telling stories and inspiring others. I'm able to utilize those skills as a content creator. So whatever it is, you need to find a sweet spot between your passion and skills, and that is when the magic happens. A little word of advice here, it might not be something that you will discover on the spot in one day. It is all trial and error. Keep doing and keep trying and you will eventually find that sweet spot. So the next tip is never compromise on your why, but be flexible on your how. So be clear on your why and your end goal, but be flexible on how you're going to get there, and approach everything with an open mind. Be open to opportunities or ways that you never have thought were possible. Opportunities are all around you and they're everywhere. And you'll start seeing them the moment you put yourself out there. So I've spoken about these briefly in my How to Be a Digital Nomad video about my Hong Kong trip. So once I put myself out there and put it to the universe, my desire to work and travel at the same time, I started spotting opportunities. I would have thought or imagined that I would be able to work remotely whilst I'm on a contract. Probably not, because it was a contract where I actually have to physically be in the office, but I was determined and conscious about what I wanted, spotted the opportunity, went for it and made it happen. Sometimes things happen when you least expect it, and also probably in ways that you never have imagined. And tip number 4 is to create more time in your day. So in order to start your side hustle whilst working full-time, you have to find time in your daily calendar to make it work. And here are some of the ways in which you're able to create more time in your day. So the obvious one is obviously to wake up an hour or two earlier each day to get some of your side hustle work done before heading to your 9 to 5. I did this for over a year as a personal trainer. So I fit in my shifts before work. So when I was working in fitness first, my shift was 5:30 in the morning to 9:30, and then I head straight to work. And when I started teaching my local boot camp, it was Monday to Thursday at 6:30 to 7:15. Was it easy? No. But did I make it work? Yes. You just gotta wake up earlier each day. Second way to be able to create more time in your day is to protect your time and learn how to say no. So if you have decided to start your side hustle, make it a priority. As I've mentioned earlier, if you've decided that you want to start a side hustle, sacrifices need to be made, and you would have to say no to things that are not that important to you, such as your weekly weekend bender or your daily Netflix and chill time. Whatever it is, you have to start prioritizing. Say no to things that are not important to you and make time for your side hustle. And the third one is to establish a routine. Commit to a new routine for at least 21 days where you dedicate at least 2 hours a day to your side hustle. Make it a habit and it will be a whole lot easier for you over time. Hope you enjoy these 4 tips on how to start your side hustle whilst working full-time. They're not rocket science and they can easily be implemented or take action today. I drew it back down to why do you want to start your side hustle and how bad do you want it? Something to keep in mind is imagine a year from now you look back, you realize how far you've come and all this hard work would be worth it. And another little tip is to find and surround yourself with like-minded people who are doing the same things, because those mental support and courage is very important, and I am very fortunate to have a handful of those in my life. There you go. I've given you the tips. Now it's up to you to put them into action. I have created a dream to reality planner which helps you, I suppose, plan out how you too can create a life you love on your own terms. I'll link that down in the description box below, which you can download as well. And finally, I can give you 50 tips or 20 planners to plan, but the main thing is you just gotta fucking do it and start today, because you can have 50 million ideas, but if you don't execute them, they will stay as idea forever. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it really helps support my channel. As always, if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below or drop me an email. I'm happy to answer them, and I'll catch you in my very next video.